Hey guys, it's Bianca and welcome back to my channel. Sorry that the lighting is so poor. I actually have load shedding. So my ring light is unfortunately out. I don't have any other lights that are battery powered. Everything plugs in, and Eskom decided it would be a great day to shut off the power. So anyway, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you how these two palettes perform on the eyes. So I hope you guys will enjoy today's video, and if you want to see how I created this look, carry on watching. Okay, so one of the first palettes that I got was this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3. This I believe was in the January boxy charm, and I couldn't resist. I just love this packaging so much, I just had to get it. So this is kind of like an all shimmer palette. There's only one matte shade, but it's very light, so I feel like they should have just put another shimmer shade in here. But these are very stunning shades. I have done a little bit of a swatch when I first got them, and I think they are very cute. I don't think they're super pigmented though. This isn't a first time review. I've played with these colors like quite a few times. So yeah, I'm going to be using this palette today as well, and then I'm going to be dipping into this little palette here. This came in like a little set, and I got this directly from the Tarte website, as well as this magnetic palette that I bought for my kids. So this is what it looks like, very nice and big. I just put all my loose eyeshadows and other like blushes and stuff in there. So this is the palette that I've actually been loving. These blend out very pretty. I've only done very basic looks though. I haven't done like huge amazing ones. I was saving that for the video, so this is going to be more so like a review, like how do these actually perform. I haven't dipped into a few shades, so we're going to see how they actually perform on the lid. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a transition shade. I'm going to be dipping into this color called Tiki, which is this matte shade over here. This isn't like the most pigmented shade I've ever tried, but it kind of gets the eyeshadow going. The nice thing about these palettes is that they both have huge mirrors, so they're definitely palettes for on the go. So as you can see, this is a very light shade. It's almost the same color as my skin tone, so there was really no point in putting this in the palette. So I'm filming this the day after Valentine's Day. I hope you all had an amazing Valentine's Day, whether you spent it with yourself or your family or your significant other. I hope you had a lovely holiday. So yeah, as you can see, this color really isn't showing up well on my eye shade, like my eye shade at all. I don't know how it will appear on darker skin tones. It probably won't, because it isn't very pigmented. Like I said, I feel like they should have just thrown in another shimmer shade and left it as an all shimmer shade. Okay, so let's put that shimmer palette down for a second. I want to dip into the shade All In, which is kind of like a mauvey color. And again, this palette has a mirror, which is awesome. And I'm just going to apply that in my crease. So all the other times I've used this palette, I've kind of kept it neutral, but I definitely want to like dip into this darker red shade. And if you guys are wondering, I got this palette and the magnetic palette shade from the Tarte website. In total I paid just under 400 Rand for both of those, so that was an absolute steal, because Tarte was having like an amazing sale, and I had to jump on that bandwagon. So me and a few other makeup artists split the costs. So our order was just over 1,200 Rand, and we had to pay 700 Rand customs. So we split it up between the three of us, so that was okay. It's nice when you get to do things like that, because then you don't have to pay a large shipping order, because they did have shipping over 1,000. That's the one thing with Tarte. They have free shipping over 1,000, and it's usually the fast shipping. It's not like the terrible shipping like Beauty Bay does. Beauty Bay gives you like non-tracking shipment, which you never know when your order is, or where it is, or when it's going to arrive. So if you are wanting Tarte, they generally do put a lot of customs on Tarte. When I had done my first ever Tarte order all those years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, I had also ordered just over 1,000. It was definitely under 1,100, and I got hit with customs for 500 rand. So if you're making big orders like that, when you're having one or more or two or more products, you might get a bit of a fright when you have customs knocking on your door because you've spent a lot of money. That's the only thing. But then if you split it with other people, it ends up being cheaper because you don't get whacked with like one bill, if that makes sense. So as you can see, this is a very, very nice color. They both blend out very, very beautifully, or this color on top of that non-existent transition. I really, really like this color. I feel like it's very flattering. It's like a movie pink kind of vibe. Okay, I really, really like that. Then I'm going to go in with this shade over here. This is the shade Go For It, and I'm just going to take it on a small fluffy brush like that so that I can get it right up into the crease. I'm very nervous though because I haven't picked up into the shade, and I'm just going to pop it in my crease. Oh, it's lovely. Then I'm just going to take that same brush and fuse those two together. You can even take that same transition shade all in and then dip into that and then blend the two together. Okay, so I've put a little bit on my inner corner as well, just to do a kind of a halo eye today. Then I'm going to be dipping into the shade Risk Taker, which is this dark brown, and then I'm going to be putting it on the outer view of my eye as well as the inner corner as well, just to deepen it up a bit using that same little defining brush, trying to keep it as much in the inner corner as possible, in the outer corner. Then again, blend the two together. Okay, so I'm kind of digging the effect that I'm getting with these two brick kind of colors. For shimmer shades, I want to dip into this Rainforest of the Sea, so I feel like there's a lot more variety. I just don't know which one. I'm probably gonna go for either this purple one or this bronzy one. I'm just gonna swatch both of them and see. What about this brown one? Okay, so that's what the swatches look like. I don't know which color to use because they're all so beautiful. Maybe I should do the pinky one just to pick up on the pink that we used in the crease just now. So let's, I think it was, this one was called Heat Wave. So I'm just gonna, I don't think these are necessarily blinding, but I do feel like the pigment is good enough to be there, per se, if I can say that. Let me just dip some setting spray on, and I'm just going to apply it. Okay, I take that back, it is kind of blinding. It's definitely not as creamy as a few of my other shimmer shades, since I feel there's a bit more drying in like texture and a bit more crumbly in the swatches. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and blend those two colors together with this brush. So that's what it is looking like. It's very, very dramatic, I would say. At least you know with this palette that you can get like a little bit of drama and even like a little bit of a soft glam in the palette. It's nice to know that it is versatile. There's nothing worse than only having a palette where you can only do one look. That's what I find with a lot of my smaller palettes. At least I know now with this, even though there is only 2 shimmer shades, at least I know that I can do a look like this with the mattes, because I can easily pick up like another small palette like this or use those shimmer shades. I just felt like I wanted to dip in the 2 today. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick some lashes on and do my face makeup, and then we can go ahead and finish the rest of the eyes, and then I'll tell you guys my final thoughts and what I think about these palettes and all that. I'm gonna take this little Tarte liquid lipstick. It's in the shade FOMO. It's this cute little mini that I love so much. It kind of has that purple undertone as well. I'm hoping that it goes, or else we'll be in shit. Okay, so the electricity has just gone off, so this is the finished look, guys. Welcome to South Africa. We have load shedding 10 minutes before the scheduled time. I made sure I tried to do this video before 12 o'clock, and clearly that didn't help. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My final thoughts on those palettes is that they're extremely beautiful and extremely versatile. I feel like I will use this personally and use this in my kits, just because I feel like it's nice to have a palette full of shimmers that I can always pick up if I need a shimmer, because there's kind of like a range of shimmers, which is nice. The eyeshadows blend out beautifully. I had no issue with them. The pigment is beautiful. I definitely think this is one of my favorite like personal palettes, like for myself, because I just feel like it doesn't make sense to have this palette in my kit. And also sometimes it's nice to buy stuff for yourself as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope that you have an amazing day further, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!